Welcome everyone to a Heavy Metal Blasters review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Nerf Strongarm. I was going to be skeptical of this. I thought they were putting too much into a blaster and putting too much emphasis that it was a Maverick. It was the successor to the Maverick, which I took pretty sorely. I love the Maverick. It's my first Nerf blaster, and it's my favorite blaster. It's right up there in my top 10. Although, performance-wise, I will admit that is not the best. Alright, that said, I think the Strongarm, after seeing it, after giving it a full look through, I do believe it is a good successor to the Maverick, although I don't think it should be called a Maverick successor, because it's not exactly designed like a Maverick. It is a rotator. It is a pistol. It does not have a stock attachment. Those are the only characteristics that are similar to the those are the only features that are similar to the Maverick. I do believe this is more of a successor to the successor to the Spectre, because look at it, it's more like the Spectre than it is the Maverick. The only thing they did to make it look like the Maverick is they took off the stock attachment and gave it the Maverick-esque primer handle. Alright, aesthetic differences to the Maverick aside. Oh, by the way, it's missing the bulky little cap that the Maverick had. It's not a cap, but you know what I mean. It's missing that part of it, which makes it more like the Spectre than the Maverick. It's easier to front load though, so you do not have to do the barrel drop if you do not want to. That being said, let's get into the pros and why I do love the Strongarm. I think it is a great blaster, and let me tell you why. First of all, this is what the Maverick got wrong when it came out. The barrel drop on the picture on the box was a full barrel drop. Or maybe not a full barrel drop, but at least an inch more away from the gun than the actual product had. The barrel drop on the Maverick was minimal. It opened up like maybe 5 centimeters, and that is it. That's all the barrel dropped from the gun. That's it. This, on the other hand, right out of the box, full barrel drop. I applaud Nerf in giving us this. They realized how stupid that minimal barrel drop on the Maverick was, and how everyone was just taking it off, like modding that part anyways. Even if they weren't modding the internals, they were modding the barrel drop. They gave us what we wanted. That awesome Russian roulette barrel drop. And that is cool. I applaud them on that. Next up is the best feature, in my opinion, apart from the ranges due to the direct plunger system. It's the slam fire. I think that is awesome. It's essentially combining my two favorite blasters, the Maverick and the Raider. I do admit that having Slamfire on a rotator that only has 6 shots is kinda dumb. But I think it is a little handy if you're in a tight spot, especially in HVZ. Now, I'll get to why that. It's only depending on how you use it. It's useful in HVZ. It depends on when you use it, and depends on how you holster it onto your body. And I'll get to that in just a minute, when I get to the possible homemade accessories for this. All right, let's get. I gotta say though, I love this paint job. The paint job is tremendous. I wish they would have kept out the. Actually, no, the orange is necessary. But I wish they would have made this white or gray as opposed to orange. Although I do think it does match a little bit, just because they didn't just slap the orange barrel on there and keep this blue. I do think having so many orange things to balance it out is a good thing, even though I will probably buy another and paint over them. Alright, so it also has a pretty nifty lanyard hook for it, so you can hook it onto your belt or backpack pretty easily. So it could be a pretty easy hip shot. I'll get to that in a second. Alright. So, overall, when it goes to performance, I give this a... I'll give this a solid 9 out of 10, just because the ranges aren't 75 feet that they keep boasting. It might be 75 feet angled, but not flat, and that's how for the most part Nerfers shoot. They shoot flat. So, recommended, really recommended for anyone who is going to a Nerf war. Modded, this is awesome. I've seen Coop's mods on them, and they are tremendous. If you're going to do any mods, follow the Coop mod guide, because he shows you a little bit better than anyone else how to do these. But anyways, enough about that. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling. It's late. Anyways, let's get to the other. Let's get to the other segment to my reviews. Homemade accessories. Another reason why this is awesome is because it's really flat. It's way easier to holster this than it was the Maverick, because it's so flat. It's like I said again, I'll say it again, it's more like the Spectre that way. The Spectre was very boxy, as opposed to the Maverick, which was more half box, half cylinder-y, which was kind of difficult to holster. Could be done, but it was difficult to holster nonetheless. This is flat enough to even just like use one of those little cereal boxes if you wanted to. I'm pretty sure you could find a little cereal box that's big enough to like tape a couple of those together, and you could easily slide this in. Don't quote me on that. Like I said, it's late, I'm rambling, but yeah. I have so many ideas for this thing. Just having a plain old holster on the leg would be a good idea. It's a little longer, so you might be able to do a full-on leg holster, which attaches to the belt and straps around your leg. And my other idea, which was my original idea for the Raider, which I'm kind of glad why this says Slamfire now. This is how I would use it in HVZ. I would have a chest holster diagonally and attached to a strap on my shoulder. Probably my backpack strap, because I'll probably be having a backpack full of clips. Alright, here's how I'd use it. I'd have a very short holster, maybe 2 inches, just holding the barrel on, and it will be strapped around and attached to my backpack probably. I'll take it out, pull down the trigger, and since the little loop here will be hooked onto my backpack strap, I could just use the Slamfire. I'm actually going to... no, I won't try this now. I'll try it later. I might make a video demonstrating on how I would want it to work. But I will be modding a backpack especially for Nerf Wars soon. And this will definitely be... I will definitely put options for holstering and usage on that backpack for this, because I'm very happy I bought this The Elite Dart's awesome. I'm actually wondering how it does with Screamers. I'm wondering if it'll shoot Screamers. Probably will. I don't see why it wouldn't. But yeah, that's about it. The only other grievance I have against it is that it's rotated on the firing, not the trigger pull necessarily. I liked on the Maverick that you could fire it on the trigger pull, because it would allow you to just like slip in a dart, click to where the dart is, and then shoot. That was a good feature on the Maverick that is not present in the Strongarm, unfortunately. That being said, I still highly recommend this. If you're a HVZer, get this. If you're a casual nerfer, get this. If you're a competitive nerfer, definitely get this. And yeah, that's about it. My next video is going to be my concept corner. So, this is Ethan Grant, signing off.